Welcome back to the second part. The video cut out on me after a half an hour, so this will be part 2 and we'll catch up with where we left off. Which was, I was about to say that the silicone liners are worth their weight in gold. These things make for a very fast, easy cleanup. They're not just for bakers, and this is what I use to roast all my vegetables on. The lamb is actually just about done, so I'm going to go grab that and show you what it looks like. So this cooks down into a nice browned lamb. It's also very well seasoned, and it gets a little bit of that caramelization going on, but all of that water that I put on it has cooked off. So that will be ready to go into containers and pop onto salads. It just needs to be warmed up, or you could eat it cold as well. Also, our sweet potatoes just came out of the oven. And our Brussels sprouts. So the sweet potatoes, nice and golden brown. And our Brussels sprouts got a little bit more golden than I like them to, but these guys make for awesome crunchy chips afterwards. They have a really good flavor, and I'll toss them in with pork or chicken, sometimes some nochi. The sauces that I make will oftentimes go with that, and I can just pair what I'm in the mood for together between the protein, the veggies, and then whatever sauce I use to season it. Lastly, the chicken. I'm also going to roast up some cauliflower, so we'll have Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. I've already done green beans. We'll have our sweet potatoes and some red potatoes. My cats are stalking me because it's about their dinner time, so they're waiting for their food as well. But here I have the chicken that was in the salty bath. So after it's set for a couple of hours, you're just going to use your colander. Pour the salt water off. Give it a little bit of a rinse. And I like to use my cast iron grill to get a little flavor going. Also to help put a little iron back into the chicken. So I'm going to use a little bit of coconut oil. Have a little silicone baster brush. I'm going to go ahead and paint that on. Your cast irons, you want to make sure that you clean them not with soap and water, but then you oil them up. Oil them before you use them so that your food doesn't stick. But then it also helps infuse a little bit of iron into your diet, which we're oftentimes lacking, especially if you lead a really paleo lifestyle. You tend not to get the iodized salt. You're missing sometimes a little bit of iron. So this is good for the thyroid. So I'm going to just take my chicken breasts and lay those out. They're nice and smooshy tender. And the key with the chicken is to cook it at a high heat. I use 450 degrees for 20 minutes. That heat will sear in the flavor and make the chicken taste nice and juicy. My husband just got home from class. Had a scuba class tonight in the pool. So I got my chicken laid out. I need to make a little extra room here. And then I'm going to take and season this up and put it in the oven at 450 degrees for 20 minutes. And then that chicken will, some of it will go in the freezer, the rest of it will get diced up into cubes. Some of it I will leave it in the full breast, but one of those breasts is a good 6 to 8 ounces worth of protein, which is more than I need in a particular meal. I usually eat about 3 to 4 ounces at the most. So I have some Northwood seasonings from Penzi Spices. Give that a coating. And then again with some garlic salt. Even though it was just in the salty bath, there's also parsley and onion and garlic and such in here, so there's a little bit more salt, but not too much. And that's gonna pop in the oven, and that's pretty much most of the meal prep. Our pork is done. It's just sitting, waiting on warm. In fact, I can show you what that looks like, and then I think we're about all set. We've got lots of protein, lots of roasted veggies to eat. This guy just opens up. These are also a fabulous thing to have. These work gloves, insulated work gloves. But here's our pork already cooked up, nice and tender. I'm gonna grill that in a skillet, minus some of the fat, and till it kind of caramelizes and gets a little crisp going to it. You could also stick it under a broiler or on your cast iron grill. Also delicious that way. And I'll pair it with noce. We use the Capello's pasta, or I use the Capello's pasta specifically because it's gluten-free, paleo friendly. And makes for quick, easy meals. And then I just pair whatever sauce we're in the mood for with it. Sometimes I'll saute up some sweet onions with a little bit of honey, a little bit of garlic salt, throw in some peppers, the pork, cauliflower or Brussels sprouts, grill that up, put a little sriracha mayo on it so you have some sweet, you have some spicy, and then top that with a little bit of avocado, and you have a really healthy whole food meal that will satiate your hunger for a long period of time because it's a little bit higher in fats and will last you and sustain your energy level so that you feel good throughout the day. I hope that was informative. I feel kind of like Mickey Mouse with these things on. Hey everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that helps a little bit with making food prep for a week to 2 weeks worth of food seem a little less daunting or difficult to do. It really is pretty easy, especially once you get used to it. I'm happy to answer any questions at all if any of you ever have them. Find me again, facebook.com/nailgirlsalon, and you can send me either a private message or you can post there. I will post these links on the salon page as well. See you guys next time. Thanks.